The driver under this head cover scares the life out of me, but could it be worth taking the gamble? Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hey guys, my name's James Robinson and welcome to the channel. This driver scares the life out of me, but I played golf just the other day with my friends and played some of the shots of my life. And it actually led to some pretty good scoring. So could this driver be worth potentially putting in the bag, even though it frightens me? In this video, that's exactly what we're going to find out. That could work. That will work. And you see often on YouTube, people will judge us golfers for playing easy golf, for playing the easy holes when testing equipment. And actually, not only are we starting on the hardest hole on the golf course, but I hate this stretch of holes. Whenever I play in a medal, because I'm a member now, this is always where I mess it up. So today, ooh, ladybirds. So today I'm going to put this Titleist TSi4 Driver into play and see if it can make all the difference, if it can give me that extra distance to make better scores, play better golf and just be happier. Guys, comment below if you think it will, and comment below if you'd consider changing your driver for lower scores and longer drives. I know you would. So first drive uphill, not too bad, we're past 150. Remember, this is the hardest hole. We're going to see what we can score on these final holes, and I think we can hit a 9-iron there. Now I'm not even going to beat around the bush in this video, guys. Yes, it's about hitting longer drives, yes, it's about playing good golf, but it's mainly about scoring. Can I get through this phase of holes in level par? That'll help. Cheeky bit of backspin all the way off this front edge. It shows how quick the greens are here at the moment. I think for the sake of score, we can still get putter on that though. Go on, go on. And isn't that interesting? Even after a pretty good drive with the scary driver, the low spin driver, we'll talk more about that throughout this video, still a missed green. It all comes down to the putter, always. And the putter doesn't frighten me at the moment. So a par on the hardest hole on the golf course, we will take that all day long. Guys, let's have a discussion in the comments. Let's have a bit of a forum. What driver are you using and why? Is it the longest driver when you get it out the middle, or is it the most forgiving when you don't? Because really, that's what this video is about. When I absolutely nail the Titleist TSi4, it's mega low spin, it launches nice and high, and it's probably the best out there. When I don't quite get it, it's none of those things. Finally going away from the sun, which is nice. I'm able to see where it goes. The line here is just over the left hand side of these trees. It is a par 5, but it's also 550 yards. So again, we just need a big one, we need a good one. And can I keep it under control? Because I do like the idea of a nice high fade with this, and it's not turning over. I don't feel like I'm going to lose it left. Oh, big good, please. Bit long enough. That's either really good or it's lost forever. I'm hoping it's really good. So the idea behind this, and the reason why I'm doing this video so late on in the season, is one of my mates has started and it past me. You can all relate to that, can't you? Because when one of your mates starts hitting it past you, something has to be done. Could have lessons, but driver change is a lot easier. Oh, that drive was hugging this tree line. Please be good, please. It is as well. It's kicked back in. That off that tee is absolutely massive. It must have pitched perfectly. Best put the brake on. It must have pitched perfectly around there. And we've only got probably about 200 and... I can't really more than 220, can it? Around 220 left on a hole that was 550. Now my maths have never been any good, but that's a long way. Ooh. You know when you need a glove and you can't find one, and then you've kind of got them everywhere. I dare say it's even just 200, you know. So I'm going to hit a 5-iron. A nice towering one. Flags at the back, we can be aggressive. Come on, James. You've doubled this hole in a medal before. Off a rubbish drive. Oh, be good. Kick right, that's drawing too much. It might be just alright. So guys, make sure you do stay with us right till the end of this video. This is a medal play, so we're going to see what I shoot. This could go either way. We could go low, we could have an absolute nightmare. Hopefully it's going to be nice and steady, just pars. Could be a birdie here. This is short, so it should have been a 4-iron really. This is either going to be really good or off the back of the green. Sit. Sit. Oh, it was nearly really good. I mean, that probably doesn't help, in fairness. Now already I'm starting to think to myself, is it the driver that's making any difference here? Because I've hit a couple of good drives there, both of them in play, both of them maybe even a little bit longer than what I would be hitting with my Sim 2, but I made a par on there, and yeah, I've got a birdie put here. Let's see how this goes before we start that was very close, before we start judging it. Clean grooves, and that had every chance of being close. It was a difficult shot to get over this ridge here. Unfortunately, it's not even a green in regulation though. It's certainly a birdie chance. It's just outside right, nice pace. This to go 1 under par. Turn, turn, turn. Oh. Comes down to this, and there's no gimmies. Another par. I wish my friends would start out chipping me and out greens in regulation in me, because then I might actually pay attention to the burning thing that's costing me shots. Now a lot of you may be wondering, James, what exactly is the Titleist TSi4? Why don't you just use a TSi3 or even a TSi2? And basically, it's a very small headed version of the Titleist TSi3, but you can see that it's got loads of weight packed in the front there. That's to bring centre of gravity forwards. It is a tiny, tiny head, so again, that's going to help with low CG and low spin. And I've actually got it in a perfect shaft for me, the Hazardous Smoke 6.5. All in all, it looks wonderful. And just because we haven't set it alight with birdies and eagles, doesn't necessarily mean it's not doing what I want it to do at the moment. We haven't had, I prefer a golf ball. We haven't had any shockers yet. We haven't had any big 4 lefts. We haven't had any massive blocks to the right. And that's what generally would worry me with this driver. How bad is the bad? Because the old saying goes, it's not how good you're good, it's how bad you're bad. We're going to really try and send this one, get an extra 10, 15 yards out of it, a big high draw, and just commit to it. That's what I have to do with this club. There's no fairway finder. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I've got some thinking to do. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh, that's massive as well. Oh dear. This is exactly how I didn't see this video going. Maybe I should just game it. Maybe I should bag it for the winter. We need to see what the miss hits are like first. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to finish this hole off, see if we can make a birdie and get under par. Worst case scenario, it's level par through a difficult stretch of 3 holes, which I never do well on. Then we're going to send one down the next hole, which is a very tight driving hole, so much so I've been hitting 3-wood on it all season. And we're going to see how far I can get down there, if I can keep it in play, and if I hit the fairway. If I do all those things well, maybe. We're flying past the pond that sometimes bothers us, and we're here in the fairway. This is literally no more than a gap wedge, which helps. Fat. You see, you can hit driver well all you want, but if that's not relatable and worth subscribing for, I don't know what is. Now it's actually just dawned on me that although I've put on quite a good driving display, that's 0 greens in regulation. That's not going to lead to good golf. Maybe the driver's the worst of my worries. It's going further though. We need to be attacking, surely. And I wonder why I struggle in medals. This is the wrong shot. Oh, that was lovely though. We'll have a bit of that, bit of check. And if the duff was worth subscribing for, throw us a like for some ball residue left on the face. And I'm well aware that there'll be people commenting on this video saying, James, why don't you just do this in the studio? Just see what works, see what the numbers are like, see what the mishits are like, and go from there. I'm a massive believer you have to test stuff like this on the course where it matters. Obviously, I've had a bit of a false reading today because the test's actually gone well, but the scoring not so much. There's only so many of these you can hole for par. And I'm going to be fairly positive, but sometimes you've got to think, it's just outside right again. Let's give it every chance. Go on. Oh. And that is a bogey. But that is a ladybird to the eye and a bogey. Right, last swing, we're going to smash this. We're going to go full Bryson on this and see what we can do. I'm going to put myself under a bit of pressure because if this ball misses the fairway, I've got to leave it there. And times are hard with golf balls at the minute because we have been losing a few. So, excellent test of your minerals, this kind of thing. I quite fancy keeping this. So realistically, it's got to be a right to left draw, ideally not a hook because then we will lose it. And if it stays right, then we're going to lose it as well. There we go. But I have made bogey with 3-wood on this hole loads of times. So at least by being aggressive, I feel like we're having a go. Right, at the bunker, withdraw. I'll just draw a bit. Please. I think that's on the fairway, you know. Wasn't the best strike. Let's go and see where that is. Oh, I'll tell you what. Is it? It is. Aim at the bunker, withdraw, we said. By the skin of our teeth, I get to pick that back up. And I suppose as a bit of a finishing point here, that's exactly what I wanted to see. If I'm going to hit a bad shot with this, like that was, I don't want it to be a nightmare. I don't want it flying out of bounds. I certainly don't want a snap hook. So really, this could potentially find its way in the bag because I know what can happen when I do absolutely rip this. I was up there with the boys, even though they usually hit it past me. And if that's the bad one, who knows? See you tomorrow.